Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Rudra DIY Crafts, and today we are going to learn about how to interface the PIR sensor with the Arduino Nano. Well, without wasting any time, let's DIY this. So these are some things that we are going to use. First of all, this is the Arduino Nano and I have already fixed it to a small breadboard, right? Then we need the PIR sensor. So this is the PIR sensor. Then we need some number of jumper wires for connection, and we need some LED and buzzer. So this is a very small circuit I created. So as you can see here, this is the LED and these are connected some resistors, and this is a buzzer. So I don't have to create the LED and resistor circuit every time, so I can just use this one. So these are all the things we need, and we need to do the circuit connection and then the programming. So before that, let me tell you about this PIR sensor. So we have seen the IR sensors. So these are some kind of thing that work in a straight line. So that can detect the distance only if there is something crossing it in the straight line. But in case of this PIR sensor, this can detect any kind of motion in a angle. That means, as you know, we are humans or other animals are warm-blooded animals. So whenever we walk or when there is some motion happening, that means we are dissipating some amount of heat. So this PIR sensor, wait, let me remove this one. So this sensor, this is the sensor part, and it detects the temperature of the human body. So or any kind of animal, you can say, it can detect the temperature. That means whenever something is coming in front of this sensor, it can detect it and it will go high. So that's how it works. There is this thing, this plastic covering, you can say this is a plastic covering, but this is also important. This is a kind of lens. As you can see in the inside, here some hexagonal things are made. So this is basically a lens. So normally what happens, if we use it like this, it will work as a simply like a IR sensor that will just detect the thing in a straight line. But if I will connect this one right here, so now it can collect the things from angle. As you can see, this round, this circle, this half circle, it is creating a kind of angle. So with this angle, we can detect the things in front of the sensor. Okay, so now let's go for the circuit diagram and then I will show you how this thing is working actually. Well, so that's the circuit diagram, just this. It's very simple, and here we can connect the USB cable to upload the code, and at that time also same time we can use the power supply from this thing. By the way, I forgot to tell you about this thing. So in the PIR sensor we are getting two potentiometers. One is for the distance and another is for the time. So these things are really important because in case of IR sensor we have only one potentiometer that is for the distance, but in case of this we have two potentiometers, that one for distance and another one for the time delay. Okay, so now let's go to the computer and we'll upload the code right here, then we'll see how it's working. So now let's do the coding part. For that, open up your Arduino IDE, and here is the code for the PIR sensor interfacing with Arduino, and don't worry, you can find this code in the description below. So okay, in the first we have declared the LED pin for the output, then the sensor pin for input, then we have declared a value which is 0 from the beginning and the PIR state as low. So that will initialize the program and the sensor value will be low from the beginning. Then in the void setup part we have declared the LED pin and the sensor pin as output and input. Then we have added the serial begin because we are going to use the serial monitor to see the data. Then after that, here is the void loop section where we can see the value which is the digital read of the sensor pin. After that, if the value is high, then simultaneously the LED will be high, and if the PIR state will be high, then it will serial print that motion detected, and immediately the PIR state will be low. After that, if the otherwise if the value is low, then LED will be low, and if the PIR state will be low, then it will serial print that motion ended, there is no more motion. So that's like the about the code. So now let's see how to upload this one. So go to tools and connect your Arduino Nano to your computer, then go to tools, select the board as Arduino Nano, and the one I have is the processor is old bootloader, so I'm going to choose this one. After that, go to tools and select the port as COM3. Okay, so now click on the upload button right here, and the code will be uploaded to the Arduino Nano. After that, we will see how it's working. So here we have the sensor, and this is the light and buzzer, and this is the USB cable we have connected to the power supply. So okay, I'm doing motion right here, that's why it's detecting. So whenever I will do any kind of motion, it can detect it, and at the same time the buzzer and LED will be glowing. Okay, so here it is. I mean, this sensor is very sensitive that it can even detect from here. I'm not going too much near, but it can detect from here, from this distance also. The same thing can detect the motion. So as you can see, the PIR sensor is right there, okay, in this here. Okay, so I'm going to walk right here, which is about 2 meters or 3 meters of distance. So I'm going to walk right here. As you can hear that sound, even I am walking here, but that PIR sensor was sensing it from all over this distance, and that's how it was giving that buzzer sound. Let's go one more time. Well, that's how we did the video, and I hope that you liked the tutorial, and if you liked it, then don't forget to click on that like button, share it with your friends, and if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, any doubts, the comment section is all yours. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I will upload a new video, you can get the instant notification. So see you in the next one. Till then, be cool, walk smart.